Hey guys, it's me again. I wanted to do a little bit more work on this division idea with you because we went through it today and it was really successful, but I want to make sure that you are keeping in mind what the key points are of this. All right, so let's start with a division problem with the number 10. All right, so let's keep it simple. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off with this green, start with green, and let's make the number I don't know, let's say 360 divided by 10. Okay, in this strategy of division, what you first need to do is you need to identify how many of numbers. So you need to identify the placeholder, like the place values for them, right? So when you have the number 360, you have hundreds. Remember, we have decided that we will shorten it to the H. And then we have tens, which is a T. And we have ones, which we do the O. So when we take the number 360, what we're saying is we have 3 hundreds, 6 tens, and 0 ones. All right, the first thing we did was we did it with tokens or with coins, right? And we wanted to show what the 300 was. So let's go ahead. How many hundreds do we have? That's right, we have 3 hundreds. So we're going to show that with 3 green tokens, each worth 100 points. I should have made this really easy to see by changing the numbers, but we can do that now. We are not too late. So we have 3 hundreds. Now, how many tens do we have? Let me make that a red 10. How many tens do we have? 6 tens, that is correct. So now I'm going to do 6 tens. Why do I always pick big numbers like this? 2, 3, 4, 5. How many more? That's right, one more, 6. So we have 6 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3 100s. 1, 2, 3. Do we agree that we have 3 hundreds and 6 tens? That is correct. Yes, we do. All right, so now we're going to start our division. Now remember, each number we're going to divide by 10. That is our whole problem. So we have 360 divided by 10. So let's rework them. 100 divided by 10 is, that's right, 10. So how many times do we do that? We go 100 divided by 10, 10. 100 divided by 10 is 10. 100 divided by 10 is 10. Good job. Now we are not done. We have to move over to the tens. Now what is 10 divided by 10? That's right, it's 1. So I'm going to do the ones in, oh, that's the same color. I'm going to do the ones in this yellow, okay? Why don't I just erase that? Remember, guys, I sometimes forget and I work fast and I skip steps that are important steps. This is an important step. I should have just gone back and erased that 360. All right, so let's see. How many ones are we going to end up with? If we do 10 divided by 10, 1. 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 We had 6 tens here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many ones do we have now in our answer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 6. And here we had 3 hundreds, and now we have 3 tens. So guys, what is our answer going to be? 360 divided by 10 is 1, 2, 3, 3 tens. And how many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 ones. Okay, let's check it out. When we divided 3 divided by 10, it was 3 tens, right? So let's just make this a little division sign, and we'll put the number 10 here so we remember what we're dividing by. And then we had 6, and we divided it by 10. Make that your division sign. Put a little 10. What did that become? 6 ones. Now, I just want you noticing, okay, when we look at the place value, when you divide it by 10, how many places did it move over on the place value? 300 divided by 10 became 30. It moved 1 place. Then 60, right? 6 tens divided by 10 became 6. It moved over 1 place. These are 2 different strategies, right, for division. This one is using that picture. That picture can be pretty important. And then this one over here is using place value. All right, that is doing it with tens. Now, let's try one more. I'm going to pick smaller numbers so that we can do this. I don't have to draw as many circles. I'm just being lazy. Okay, so here we go. Let's pick the number, let's say 230 divided by 100. Uh-oh. Things are different. Let's make that 2,300 divided by 100. I'm just making it a little bit bigger. All right, so now we're dividing by hundreds, not by tens. And over here we have a number with 1,000. So over here, let's make our placeholder. We have thousands. Then we're going to do hundreds. We'll make the hundreds in green. Now I'm just changing the color right now as I teach you so that we can do this visually. Tens, okay, so that we're actually seeing numbers visually and how they change. And ones. Oh, that looks pretty. Thousands, hundreds, tens, ones. Remember, when you're doing thousands, add that H because tens has a T as well. Okay, you don't want that. All right, let's look at this number. 2,300. 2,300, right? So when you write the number out, you're going to write it out as 2,300. Another way to say it out loud, though, is 2,300. The reason I'm going to ask you to say it as 2,300 instead is because as we break this number down, how many hundreds do we have? I'm asking you for hundreds because here we're dividing by hundreds, okay? We're just trying, kind of like multiplication, we're just trying to make it simple. We want to make it easy. So how many hundreds are there in 2,300? That's right, there's 23 hundreds. I like to call them hundos just because it's easier for me to write. It's not the proper way to write it, though. You would write out hundreds. I also ran out of room, I'll be honest. Okay, and then 100. How many hundreds do we have here? That's right, 100. One hundo. All right, so does this make things easier? Does it? Some would say yeah. Some would say no. Here's why it makes it easier. What you're saying here with 23 hundredths is really you have the number 23 and you also have 23 times 100 is what equals 2300, right? And over here you have 1 times 100. If you imagine this as the coins that we just did these coins here, and you had to divide each number, right? Each number had to be divided and came over here. If you were doing that with your hundreds, 100 divided by 100 is just 1. So really here you have 1 times 1, which is 1, okay? And then here you have 23 times 1, which is just 23. And what is 23 divided by 1? 23. Your answer should be 23. Now, let's take a look at the number 23. If your answer is 23, you have 20 and 3. When you divide it by 100, how many places over did your numbers go? 1, 2, right? And over here, your 3 went over 1, 2. So a noticing that I'm having is that when you divide by 100, your numbers move over 2 place values. 2300 becomes 23 when you divide by 100. When you divide by 10, you moved over 1 place value. So 360 divided by 10 goes over 1 place value and it becomes 36. Now, mind you, this only works right now because you are working with tens and you are working with 100s. Tomorrow, let's take a look at this again. We'll do another one of these. Let's take a look again and see what happens when you multiply. What do you do when you are dividing? I'm so used to saying multiply. When you are dividing by a number that isn't 100. What if that was a different number? What if this was 24 divided by 600? How does that change? And does your strategy stay the same, or do you have to figure something different out? All right, that's going to be the question. So right now, just a quick little reminder on how multiplying by 100 or 10 works and what happens to the numbers. Where do they go on the place value chart? All right, that's the question. All right, kids, I hope that works. Thanks, guys. Bye.